that, let us look at the objectives for today, which are quite numerous here. We're going to look at the importance of knowledgeable staff. Why is it important to have a support staff that knows what they're doing? We're going to look at common terms that are used, both in the drug and the device industry. Some of those you're very familiar with. There may be some that you're not so familiar with. We're going to look at just the basics of the drug device development process. There are courses that take days to actually do this in great depth. We're going to just touch on the important elements so that you're a little more knowledgeable about what you might be working with on an everyday basis. We're also going to look at the basic principles of good clinical practice. Good clinical practice is used for all research. We're going to look at the basics, just again, the basics of how to design a protocol and what the trial design should look like in order to develop safe and effective products. We're going to look at the study team itself. You're part of that team, and what are the responsibilities of each of the team members. We're going to list some of the essential standard operating procedures, which you are using on a day-to-day basis as well. We're going to look at the documents that you would be filing for registration for drugs and devices. We're going to look at the importance of the training process and, more importantly, the documentation of that training program. If it's not documented, it did not happen. So documentation is extremely important in this business. We're going to look at, therefore, at the rationale for building a filing system that works for your organization. And lastly, we will look at some of the do's and don'ts if your organization happens to be inspected by a regulatory agency such as the FDA.